All right, 8 games and counting. Let's look at this. My goodness. Well, it's the only way I can explain it, guys, is that we just didn't play 60 minutes tonight, and that's why we lost. Really, Murray played really good for them in nets. He did. If he gets hot in the playoffs, Toronto could go really deep. They really could, if they get goaltending like that in the playoffs. He played pretty good, but again, there was just, guys, it felt like we looked very ordinary, but we still had like the majority of the pressure on them. It was really weird. It's just a really weird game where, put it this way, it felt like we're going to lose no matter what we do, even if we outplay them. It just kind of had that feel to it. I guess maybe that's the only way I can explain it, because it's a blur in my head, guys. It's 8 in a row. All right, let's take a look at the numbers, talk about it a bit, and close up shop. All right, shots on goal. Sabres had 34, and Leafs had 23. We got killed on the faceoffs again, 62% to 38, and they seem to get every important faceoff. But here's a key stat tonight, guys: 2 for 6 on the power play. They're 2 for 3. We did the right thing there with the special teams. We managed to get them to take penalties, but still it had no impact on the game because we're not scoring at even strength. 28 hits tonight. They had 32. 11 blocks. They had 19. 14 giveaways. A lot of bad ones too. They had 13. Shots on goal. First period, 11-8 Toronto. It looked a lot worse than that. Second period, 12-6 Buffalo. And we looked, I thought, in that period pretty ordinary, even though we outshot them 12-6. 14-6 in the third, we looked good. In the third, to a degree. I know we had a lot more shot attempts than them in the game, but still, 34-23 for the game. The scoring, Tavares opens it up at 12:58, makes it 1-0. And then Yarncroc makes it 2-0 at 17:27. And this is another thing we've been guilty of, guys, these late goals we let in. Giordano, 3-0 on a crazy play where Tuck went into the net. And basically the game was over right there, guys. No matter what, the game was over right there. Tuck made it 3-1 on the power play at the halfway mark of the game. Then Nylander replied to that, another late goal at 14:50 to make it 4-1. Third period, Nylander scores again, 5-1. And Middlestat scores on the power play to round it out, 5-2 final. We probably deserved a better result than the score says, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're not able to get timely goaltending, especially, it seems, right now. And, hold on, guys, let me just close this up. We're not able to get any kind of real solid goaltending. It's been a while since we've had a game, guys, where the goaltending's been just awesome. It's been a while. And not to pick on the goalies because, we're still letting in breakaways and all sorts of things. And there was just the timing of the goals that we let in are just always at terrible times. We let goals in, it seems. And we're just going to have to try to end this in Montreal. Like, this is dragging. I'm going to check, guys, when's the last time the Sabres lost 9 consecutive games in regulation? It had to be the tank years, right? It had to be those years. So I'm going to check and see. I want to see in regulation, consecutive regulation losses. I know we've done 8, and that was in that horrible losing streak. We did 8 consecutive. But, there was a COVID break in the middle for a few days. So kind of, it wasn't in front of crowds. There's all sorts of things I could say about that one compared to this one. This one's really bad. This one's bad. It's like we haven't played as bad as an 8-game losing streak, but right now we find ourselves in one. And we have to find ourselves out of it somehow. And that's the hardest thing, is getting that win. Getting that win right now. And, once we break it, then, you know how it is. All of a sudden things kind of just feel okay again. And we start to win some games again and start playing good again. And, I do want to say, though, overall, I liked our, we were at least shooting today. We were at least taking shot attempts when we had the puck. At least we weren't just trying to do one pass too many all night long. But again, like they out hit us by a minor margin. It didn't feel like that much of a hard hitting game, to be honest. And Toronto just they had their way with us in this game, and that's the most annoying thing. Is especially they're a division rival, guys, and we don't want to let division rivals laugh at us. Just don't. I was reading what some of the Leaf fans were saying, because I was watching some of the Dangle podcast, and the Leaf fans are, the good thing is we've given them a false sense of security again, that everything's okay with the Leafs. They already think that Murray's going to be this Vezina goaltender, and they've got the false sense of security going, but they were having fun. They were laughing at it, thinking it's really funny, and the whole thing that we usually go through when the Sabres are like this. Everybody's saying it's the worst team ever, and all this stuff again is back. And we let this happen to ourselves. We got to get out of it ourselves. It's that simple. All right, let's not drag it tonight. Done. I've had my say. I've had my say with this game. At this point, I don't care. I just want to win a game. I just don't care. So we're going to have to play Montreal, and they better not lose that one, because then I will lose my mind. That'll be a rant video after if we lose to the Habs. So, all right, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you at some point tomorrow. Have a good one.